Hi, is anybody here? Probably not yet. I'm a bit earlier. I want to check all the technical stuff because, as we know, I'm not very proficient in this department. I'm surrounded by decks. I have like a million fucking decks around me. So if somebody wants to come up and help me clean up later on, you're invited. Also, I have a question. Probably that's not going to work. Can you guys hear me? Can someone just type in, please? I hope you can hear me. Please give me a sign of life, somebody. I can see there is some five people watching. Just say if you can hear me, please. Kat, okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, what I did, thank you, thanks. What I did, I wrote down, I went through my Instagram posts because I couldn't remember, what decks I got in 2021. And I actually went through my Instagram and saw all the reviews I did, and I made a list of the decks. And I'm going to show you most of these decks, or all of the decks. I know that I got rid of some, so some will be forgotten. But yeah, the rest you are going to just be able to view. And they will be, as I said, all the decks I got in 2022. So we can count them. I did count them. I can already tell you how many I got. Around, it wasn't too bad, I thought it would be more. Hi, Joe. It wasn't too bad. It's around between 50 and 60 decks per year. So for some people, it might be huge amount of decks. For me, it's okay. I think, that's all right. 50, 60, not too bad. Hi from Iraq, Moayad. Moayad? Hello. Hi, Pamela. Hi. So, guys, I'm going to talk for a while here because I just came up like a couple of minutes earlier because I wasn't sure, with technology if it's going to work. I hope you can see me well and you can hear me well because we have a lot of decks to share and I have to clean up later. Oh, Jen, hey. So I hope everybody had a good crossover into 2022. It wasn't too bad. How did you guys go? Did you have a crazy New Year's Eve, or like me, bit kind of boring, homebound? We just watched a movie. We actually watched Matrix 4, which I'm sorry, no. But the new Dune, on the other hand, oh yes, please, that was lovely. Oh, Joe, you had a COVID. Oh, that sucks, man. One question, Joe, were you vaccinated? Just curious, out of curiosity reason, like I have a lot of friends who got COVID after vaccination. Just curious how you go through it. Did you go through it lighter or not? You don't have to say. You can write me in private if you want. I don't want to make it like, this is a very polarized subject. All three. Okay. And did you go through it like kind of mildly? Or you said like monster COVID. So was it not very good? Ah, okay, cool. Light case like a cold. All right, good. Good to know. Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was just curious because I'm like doing this research for myself, just checking with my friends who and how and what did they get and so on. But anyway, we definitely not here to talk about COVID anymore. Let's move on to tarot, shall we? Oh, you did love the new Matrix. Okay, yeah, I just couldn't. I was disappointed. Like very disappointed. Like I can say I usually, I'm a Libra moon, so I'm kind of like I rarely feel those extreme emotions, but I have to say with this new Matrix, totally didn't dig it. And I was just thinking, but I didn't dig second and third either. I really liked the first one though. So I'm sure it's going to be polarized opinions on that one as well. But yeah, have you guys watched the new Dune? It's made so beautifully. It's such a like visual feast. It's gorgeous. It's really great. So is there anybody else in the chat who loved the new Matrix or didn't love the new Matrix? Dickinson. Oh, about Emily Dickinson. I haven't watched this one yet. I saw it was there, but I haven't watched this one. And who watched the new Dune? The new Dune is so good. If you can watch this one, it was only first part, I think. The second part is coming, but it was really great. I loved it. So, shall we start with the decks? It's 3 minutes past 6. Whoever didn't get here, well, they miss out. I will give them 2 more minutes. Okay, so if anybody wasn't here, this is the list of all the decks that I either received for reviews or purchased in 2022. I have to say that most of the decks I did receive for reviews, so I don't want anybody to feel bad or, oh my God, how could she buy so many decks? Because probably if I had to pay myself, I wouldn't get so many decks anyway. So just for the, clarity on this, okay? But as I said, I'm one of those channels, I don't take every deck. I just take decks that I want, that I love, that I'm passionate about. And most of these decks that I got for the reviews are still here because I'm using them. I love these decks. So I want to support these artists. I love everything on the table and off the table. I'm surrounded by decks. It's like I had to pull them all out. It was really funny if you saw me. Oh, Joe is on a deck diet. That's okay, Joe. That's okay. That deck diet is good. It's really good. Oh, it's 2021, Jen. Sorry, did I write 2022? I'm going to change it. I don't know how to change it now. I should change it, right? But I don't know how to edit it. So sorry, people. I would have been crazy if I got like 60 decks in the beginning of 2022. No, it's going to be decks 2021. So let's start. Okay, I'm kind of went through my Instagram posts. So I don't know if this list is like really in chronological order or it's just, what I saw on my Instagram, but I'm going to start with this. And some of them maybe I even gotten in 2020, I'm not sure, but I started from the beginning of 2021. So I got this Phoenician Oracle together with the Telluric Tarot. And this is by Lunaria Gold. She's on Instagram as Lunaria Gold. She has also done Ogham deck and Runes deck that I really love. I haven't, to be honest, used much of this Phoenician Oracle. My only bummer is, it's not her fault. This is an alphabet, an ancient alphabet. So that's how many letters there were. But you know how I just don't like shuffling 24 cards. It's kind of cringy, but the artwork and anything that Lunaria does artistically, and color-wise, it's just so beautiful. And for any history freaks or anybody who feels like they would benefit from it, this is by Lunaria Gold. You can find her on Instagram. I think she's Canadian. She was sending those from Canada. Okay, so what should I do with these decks? I'm just going to put them on the floor. And the Telluric Tarot is for crystal lovers. So if you're into crystals, if you're into, it comes with this really well, beautifully looking book. And it's an oracle of stones and plants. And again, it's called Telluric Tarot, but I wouldn't use it probably as a tarot again. This is more of a beautiful imagery of stones and plants. So you have the name of the stone and the name of the plant and some information on both in the book. And again, I can't use it without the book. I mean, I can use it without the book if I know the stone, like malachite. I have my own personal connection to malachite, so I would know what to do with malachite and what malachite means to me. But if I didn't know that, you probably will have to. It's one of those decks that you have to use the companion book as well. So this was like from my Instagram post, the beginning. Hi guys, hi. Yeah, I hope people will figure out that I meant 2021. And then I received for a review, I have given quite a few of those away. I just pulled one now because I kept the mini versions. So this is the Flora healing deck, and there's a Fauna healing deck, and also, oh God, what was the third one? There's a third one by Rebecca. And I love these little decks. They by Rebecca Lefebvre, Avec la vie, Avec la vie, with life, and she created those based on work with her clients, patients, people who were in hospitals dying. So it's a very sweet, like vintagey kind of, very simple. The messages are on the other side. And these decks come in mini version and in like regular size, regular tarot size. Oh, Fantastical Beasts, exactly, Fantastical Beasts. That's the third one. So these are really sweet, very simple. If you use 3 of them together, they have like some type of a process that you go through. Some have questions. And yeah, she describes a little bit about the plant and why she chose it. So this was some type of the beginning of the year. And then I got this Inner Compass cards. They're from Holland, the Netherlands. And it's a very interesting deck for anybody. Oh yeah, the Fantastical Beasts are your favorites. Yeah, I love them too. So for anybody who is on the minimalistic side of life and likes, minimalism, not too much color, not too much. It's like this modern art, not too much Baroque style, coloring and very kind of modern art. But I really love those cards. I keep using them often for myself, and they're so smart. They kind of layered. So even though they're very simple, you can kind of get like there's a system about them too. There's like different signs above the name, as you can see. And there's different symbolism. There's like, planets and chakras and stuff like this. So it's a really interesting deck. And I kind of like the look of it. I don't have anything like this in my collection aside from, this Inner Compass card. And if you like the look of it, I highly recommend this one. It's really cool. A bit different. Oh, hi, Liz. Yeah, everybody seemed to be enjoying the Flora healing deck. Yeah, it's a beautiful, and they have really soft energy also. Like, I think it's really cool. So then I received, or maybe later, I don't know, but I had it in my Instagram. I did the interview with Hania, and this is the Self-Love Tarot. And she sent me the booklet in Polish, which is lovely because she is Polish. And I really love this deck too. So this deck is really cute. I use it often in actually client readings. So it has this gold stamping and really cute colors, really beautiful artwork. It's for body awareness. It has all these, hairy legs and hanging boobies and stuff like this. So just breaks a little bit from this sexualization of the body and this glorification of the body in general, like normalizes this. So Self-Love Tarot deck, it's really great. Good reader, makes me happy when I see it. It's colorful, it's beautiful. If I backed, hi Levi. If I backed the Mystic Goddess Sigil Tarot, I don't do any Kickstarters, Joe, because if you're in Europe, the Kickstarter ends up costing you double the price. So I said no. I did last year. I did one Kickstarter, and it was so fucking expensive that I said no. That's it. And also I ended up not really using much of this as well. Maybe I still will. I like the idea of it, but no, I didn't. Hi, whoever is joining in. So the next one I had was Deck for Wonder Walking. And if you followed me on my YouTube channel, you've seen I've done some vlogs with this, how I walk with this deck, how I kind of visit nature with this deck. I really love this idea. I also have an interview with the artist, with Amy, and she's like awesome artist and just like a really cool chick. I think if we lived closer, we would be friends. So yeah, Amy did this deck for walking in nature, for like paying attention to all these different little things. And this deck is excellent. I think it's very unique. It's something different. It has this really cool packaging. And then also she did this, her name is Amy T1, and this is the Explorer's Journal for deck for Wonder Walking, and it's just so beautiful with a little bit more information about every card, also a lot of prompts and creative ideas. It's really cool. So this I think this has to be bought separately, but and I don't know if it's last time. I know that last year it sold out, so I don't know if it's always available. But it's really beautiful, and it's like hardcover. You can't really. The only bummer about it is that you can't really take it for wonder walking unless you wanna practice some weights because it's fucking heavy. But you can do stuff at home with it for sure. And even for tarot readers and oracle readers, there's a lot of cool prompts for all this different creative play with cards and with art. So I think you guys will like it. Oh, hi Saskia. Saskia from Corfu. Thank you for sending me your beautiful Mary. I loved her. Okay, what else do we have? Faceted Garden Oracle. I did get it last year. So some of these decks probably, were published another time, but that's when they got to me. So the Faceted Garden Oracle, it's by Claire MacArt, and she is on Instagram as well. I think it's Claire MacArt. But she has done two oracle decks, and I love these oracle decks. The new one is kind of with this funky gilding, but you have this again. Her artwork is gorgeous, and I'm like a sucker for art, right? So how do I use it? Because I don't tend to use it very often. And I like to actually just use it, I don't know, I like to use it by itself because this artwork is kind of really rich and like really beautiful. I don't know, it's just something really stunning about this art. But then if I add other decks, it kind of loses the power somehow. Love this mycelium. This is guys ours, like we have to connect. 2022, my word for 2022 is connection. And mycelium with all the beautiful, network of connection under the earth. That's what I want. And it doesn't necessarily always has to be the, physical connection, even though this is my aim, but a lot of virtual connection and, do you have preference for illuminated earth or faceted garden? Faceted garden, it's newer, so I keep using it more often, but they both kind of, they similar, to me they similar. Just if they were, for example, printed the same way, I would, I would connect them and it would be awesome. They both good. Do I have a preference? I don't think I have a preference. I'm happy I have them both. And as I said, I use this one more often because it's the newer deck, so you know how it is. Oh, it's new deck. What else? Oh yeah, the tarot is coming up. You're right, Zach. Yes, she's working actually on a tarot deck. She's been working on it for the whole 2021. So you can go onto her Instagram and check it out. She's doing like she posts sometimes like snippets of the card or the whole card. And it's like a little bit like the style of the oracle, but a little bit different, kind of bit mixed style, really. Oh, is this your word as well? Jen says that connection is her word as well. What do you guys pick these words of the year? If you pick words of the year, if you don't mind, maybe just sharing the chat. I'm curious what you guys kind of want to focus on a little bit, at least for 2022. My one is connection. And by the way, there's this cute little oracle by God, what's her name? Precious Tweaks by Trisha. It's called The Whispering Words. And they are just words. So if I pick one word, oh, hey, Nat. Oh, the word shadow. Oh, well, this one never leaves, right? So hello, shadow. But there are different words that we can like play with. There's like respect. And it's so cute. So I bought this little jar when I went on one of my pilgrimages. This is the Holy Pagan Mountain in Poland. And I just put it in and I pull it for clients for like Fool's reading for 2022. So it's pretty cool. Flow. Okay, so what do we have? Liz has a flow as the word for the year. Liberation from you, Anna. That's nice. Joe, Joe's word is rosy. That's so cool. Yeah, I hear you, Pamela. If you spoke to me like 3 months ago, I'd be like, I have no fucking dreams for 2022. Like I was so kind of not even blasé. I was a bit down. Like I didn't have any. But then I did this meeting with the Dark Mother, like a retreat workshop type of thing here in my country, and fuck, that just I swear meeting with the shadow meeting with the Dark Mother, it's so empowering. It just cleared something and my creativity just like came back. And for me, there's so many different types of people, right? For me, this creative flow, it's really important. That keeps me alive. So it was really nice. Natalia's word is tough. Oh, blue crescent moon like structure. Yeah, sometimes we need that, right? All right, let's go. Gentle tarot. Where are you, Gentle Tarot? Fucking so many decks, man. Where am I? Everybody knows how Gentle Tarot looks, but if somebody didn't, this is how it looks. So Gentle Tarot, I think the name is perfect. It is perfect. And how is the strength card? And now I think Marisa, she's done the mini version, which I love the mini version. It's beautifully gilded. It's like all nature and humans in this really reverent way, connecting to the nature. So I think this deck is really cute. If you love plants, if you love all these natural themes, this is and it's just this like kind of nicely, like it's a hug deck. If you don't want too much like harshness, too much truth telling like in your face, this is a gentle truth telling. It's really cute. Who is the Dark Mother? Hecate? No, this one was actually just all of them really, but it was more about darkness in general, meeting the darkness. And for me, the symbol was the Black Madonna. Mostly I picked the Częstochowa one because I went to see her on the winter solstice as well. It was like a closure of 2-year process for me. Maybe closure, maybe some part closure of some part of this process. And I actually recorded a little vlog from this pilgrimage, but I'm going to give it to people who sign up for our pilgrimage class. So this is like advertising. Watch out, people. But Melissa Lucia and myself, we doing this pilgrimage class, which some of you have signed up for. So that's going to be fun. And all the information I will link below. I just want anybody who is a little bit interested in, what a pilgrimage is, how can I do it? We're not going to be walking if you don't want to. You can just sit and observe if you don't feel comfortable in sharing. But yeah, just read about it. And if this is something that, you go like, ding, then just take a look. And if you want to just sign up. And we're starting on Saturday, this Saturday, the 8th of January. So join us. It would be lovely to have you. Natalia is there. Joe is there. I don't know if there's anybody else here who also signed up, but I think this class, I don't know. I hope it's going to be amazing. This is my hope and this is my intention. But yeah, this is the connection that I want to do. I want to do a lot of cooperations this year. I want to join in with people who I admire, who inspire me. And I just want to, put it out there, and whoever is inspired by it, wonderful. Yeah. Hi everyone. Hi Gigi. All right, next deck. So Faceted Garden Oracle with Did, Sovereign Oracle, and the adds on. Wait, I haven't pulled this out. So the Sovereign Oracle is this tiny little deck. I don't know if you people know it. It's just the deck of amazing different words, and it has this little description. So I'm going to pull one for us, okay? This is, guys, for us collectively for 2022. One word, birth. I like it. So it says, find your sacred creative womb space, whether it's time, tools, or literal space. Seek the appropriate midwife. Trust the process. All will be revealed in due time. Hi, everyone. Hi, Carol. Everybody who's joining in, nice to see you guys. We are moving on with the decks from that I got in 2021, of course. I made a mistake in the title. I will correct it after this. So Sovereign Oracle I got earlier, but then, what's her name? Teresa, I think. Teresa, she did this add-ons, and it's a Sovereign Oracle for creative visions and spirited business and inspired living. And these are really cute. This can be used as prompts for spreads. You could pull a couple of cards and then pull tarot to it. Also, if you like, most of you know, but if somebody doesn't know, you can get this creative tarot class that I sell on my website, when I mix all these different decks and show you how to do it, because this is really a cool way to deepen your knowledge, your understanding of cards, of how they connect, and also start using all these decks that are sitting on our shelves for all those people who have a lot of decks, right? So if you have only one deck, please do not get the Creative Tarot class, because it's not for you. It's for the Baroque people out there who have many decks. So Bright Future Tarot, this is a really cool deck. This is from the UK, actually, from Saskia. And it comes with the keywords and it comes without the keywords. It's a modern take. It's a really great reader. And the book that she sells, it's also quite cool. It has a different kind of takes on some of the cards. And again, the artwork is maybe not like my favorite ever, but I enjoy it, and it reads well. It reads well. It's really cool. It's intuitive. I use it a lot for clients, because for clients I like to use decks that are quite depending on the client, of course. If I know somebody or somebody's like a regular and I know that I can use whatever I want, then I use crazy decks if it fits. But I don't like the chip in the head deck, so they must be quite neutral. That's what I pick usually. Hi Rhonda. Hi. Did I miss anything interesting? Happy New Year. Hello. I haven't. All right, let's go. So then I did get also from Alice this Ghetto Tarot. I was supposed to interview her, and then I found out some more information about it. I just wasn't feeling it. Like there was just something, and I actually contacted these people from that Alice says that she, shares the money with them. There was like, I'm just not sure. I don't want to even really talk about it, but because I'm not sure. I would talk about it if I was 100% sure what's going on, but I'm just not quite sure, like 100%, because I just got an answer for how much they were paid, but I know that this one guy didn't get any money after that, and I'm just not sure about it. I kind of really love what she did artistically with the deck, but I also have a really good friend who actually went to Tahiti, and she stayed there for a while. She did artistic kind of things as well, and she said that it kind of takes guts to pull out the camera there. That I don't know, there's just something about it. So I'm showing it because it was in 2021, but I'm not quite sure about this deck, so I don't really use it much. And then Zodiac Moon. So I'm one of those people who, sometimes Rockpool Publishing sends decks for reviews. So I got this Zodiac Moon reading cards, and I'm not kind of the fan of Rockpool's artwork often, not always, but sometimes it's amazing, and sometimes it's like this very modern kind of photographic stuff. But it's astrology, so I can really get on with it. It has also, so it has the moons and the moons in different signs, and it has eclipses. So it's pretty cool. This Zodiac Moon reading cards. I quite like it. It's simple if you don't know much about it, or you want to start working with the moon in a simple way, just like the first intro. The Zodiac Moon by Rockpool would be all right. And then just at the end of the year, I received this one. It was going to me, I don't know, it was traveling for forever. But did you know this one? So the box makes this sound like a... So I had to laugh. It's called Macabre Tarot. It's really funny. But I'm not a fan of I wasn't brought up in the culture that was necessarily celebrating Halloween, so I'm not really getting excited about it ever. But the deck looks like this, and these are the bags. And I don't know who's got this deck, and if you guys use this one, I probably won't keep it. It's not my type of a deck, even though it's kind of... It's cute. I like that it doesn't have many colors. It's kind of cool. But as I said, I'm not a Halloween person, so I don't mind. But this box, it cracks me up every time. Akash, Kari reading. We're not doing readings, Akash, sorry. So, what's next? Zodiac Moon, Toph Greeny. I had a story with this Toph. Do you remember, guys? I mean, you might not remember, but I bought this Toph Greeny in the US, and I sent it to my friend, and she sent it to me. She counted the cards, everything was okay, but when I received the deck, 3 cards were missing, or 4 cards, and I just couldn't get any more of these, I couldn't buy any of the singular cards to use this deck, so I couldn't use it. And then, of course, my dear friend Victoria, who spoiled me over the years with so many amazing decks, she sent it to me for my birthday and New Year gift present. So right now I have the whole Greeny, and I actually love it. Right now I'm using the Greeny, maybe because it's the new version, because my lovely Natalia, she sent me the first, the 69 edition, which is amazing. But the Greeny now is it's my favorite right now. That's okay, Akash, don't worry. Stick with us. We're just showing decks, favorite decks from 2021. Okay, so what else do we have? Toph Greeny we showed. Living Altar Oracle. Again, I'm not sure. Sorry. That were some decks that went on the floor. So we have Living Altar Oracle. What are you saying, Zach? You hopefully got the new updated TOF images in the large size. The one with the golden thingy? Is it the one that is gilded? Yeah, I'm a such, yes. So do you know probably the Living Altar Oracle. It's huge, but I love it. It's so good. It's kind of witchy. If you want witchy, get this one, the Living Altar. It's really cool. So it's made with, with spells. So this energy, there is like air energy. There is like, whenever they were photographing, of course, this is not on the card, but it was on the card, on the original. It's great. It has moon phases. It has like life stages. It has seasons, stuff like this, and also at the end it has like those really spell cards. So these are different spells that they created with like really, natural witchy materials. So this is pretty cool. Hi, Patrice. Hi, nice to see you. Grab a cuppa, guys, because that's going to last for a while. I still have lots of decks to show. Okay, so Living Altar. And then what do we have? Then I have I received quite a few, 3 Marseille decks. So one comes from Gergely Bagameri. He's from Hungary, and it's a midnight deck. He actually, this is a really sweet deck. It's a convert deck. Was it convert or was it Doddle? Can't remember now. Or maybe it's Doddle because it has all these crazy eyes. And does it say? Jesus, I blanked out. But he drew all of this. He drew the whole deck himself. He redrew it. He made like new faces, and the paper is really cool. So it's really sweet. And he's made another deck now that is Rider-Waite-Smith mixed with Marseille. So also something to look out for. You can find him under the Midnight Tarot, I think, or on Instagram. He shares his stuff. And then I got from the Artisan Tarot, they make really cool reproductions as well, really easy and really, great. This is the Jeanne Noble, really cute and sweet. So Noble with a little bit different coloring and tiny, and they do the linen paper, which like shuffles so nice. So this is the Jeanne Noble by Artisan Tarot and the Nicholas Convert deck. And they also are doing now the Doddle, which is exciting. The Convert came out with this like nice blue haze. It's really beautiful. So if there are fans here of traditional tarot decks, you will maybe want to take a look at these guys. They're cute. What's going on in the I was only released in this okay, Gold Edges. Yes, okay, I know, Zach, which one you're talking about. We're talking about the TOF deck that was released with the Golden Ages. Natalia, you have it, right? Or don't you? Can you say how you use Living Altar? Not right now, Joe, because I still have so many decks too, but I have a video on it. So if you go to my channel and in the search you put Living Altar Oracle, I think I share some ways that I use it. So please do that. Yeah, Blue Crescent Tarot. What's your name? I know what's your name. I can't remember now. I know. I exactly. I felt exactly the same. That I wanna make my own spell cards and like put the red thread on it and do all of this stuff. I would love to do that. What? You ordered Ilmenegala decks and got stolen? Were stolen. Diane. Okay, cool. Cool, Diane. I will remember. Natalia, how did the decks get stolen? Natalia wrote that she is bummed because she ordered Ilmenegala decks, which arrived but got stolen since she was traveling. Oh, that sucks. That hope no chance of finding them. They were stolen from like sucks. Don't like it. Okay, what else do I have? I received this Divine Masculine deck, which I'm thinking I'm going to give to Martin maybe in Tarot of the City, Tarot in the City. I mean, I'm constantly in two minds just because it's full of males, and usually I have decks full of women or mixed. So I don't mind having it as a, some of the art that's really beautiful, some of the art that's like, nah. So I would never use this deck, but it comes with this huge book, I don't know what's your thoughts on it. So the Divine Masculine, I'm not using it, but it's definitely one of those decks. Then you go like, oh, I never had anything like this. Natalia says that people with sticky fingers during the holidays hope they know how to read cards. I hope so too. Okay, then I got this Pure Magic also from Rockpool, Pure Magic Oracle. This one is actually quite cute. It's forward is by Judica Isles, and it's by Andreas and Garcia. They work with him a lot. And this one has like a simple, not into your face artwork, not too, not too annoying, kind of okay. Some people really love it. I'm okay with it. It's not they too cutesy for me, this type of artwork. It's like very cutesy, not my favorite type of art, but I don't use it very often because I'm not so much into these witchy things. But when you pull it, the descriptions are smart. It's nice. If anybody likes, this type of decks, this would be a nice deck to take a look. And then we got Moon Baby Magic Tarot. Then I went to Croatia, and all these parcels after I got COVID, all these parcels were waiting for me, and some of these cards are coming now because they are some of my favorite decks from this year. So Moon Baby Magic Tarot, it's definitely one of my favorite decks. I love it because it's crazy and it's like has all these amazing colors. So it always makes me happy. I used reversals in this deck because the little booklet that you get as well has always keyword for straight and for reverse position, and it has song for straight and reverse position that you can listen to if you want to. And it's by Angela Mary Magic. She's on Instagram. She's really cute. She used color coding in this deck. She used moon phases in this deck. If you have the cards in the, in order and you do this, you have all this like a playbook of all these moon phases. They come and play. So this is really, really cool. Actually, it's a great reader also for timing because you can come up with all this, the moon phases, and you can see, or sometimes you don't know if it's this new moon phase or if this is maybe the full moon next month. But I checked, and it's sometimes like freaky spooky. I'm like, oh my god, this is actually working with this moon phases, so it's pretty cool. Moon Baby Magic Tarot by Angela Mary Magic. She's a lovely lady on Instagram as well. AngelaMaryMagic.com as well. She makes mists. She's done also Alta Lune Oracle. She's done, but this Moon Baby Magic is my favorite, and it's like if you like quirky, different decks, this is something you can go for. And then we have Dead Gems. They really, really cool. So I had the first edition, and now they send me this like new edition, which has the nice, sturdy box and golden gilding. And the artwork on this deck, it's just beautiful. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Marc Chagall. and he's kind of like magic worlds, you know, the colors are beautiful. It's a herbal deck, so every card is connected to a plant. And the companion book is beautiful. I love using it. I love just pulling, you know, one off or adding one to a reading. Or if I do like some, like if I want more for like plant magic, then I could, of course, use a couple of those. But it's a very cool deck. And then we have the Witch's Tarot. I've done reviews of most of these decks on my channel also. So if anybody is like, what is this? You can probably type in the name of the deck and you will find the review and the link to the author. So I'm not going to link anything underneath this video. It's just too much for me right now. But this is the Witch's Tarot, and this is the whole deck by Chris, what's his name? Chris Madsen, Burning Paper Hearts on Instagram. And this is this deck that created a couple, some controversy. Some people like it, some people don't like it. This one is full of feminine, like females, female bodies. And it has, it's kind of this witchy. It has extra cards as well. And it was edged black. I think the paper is cool. It is on the more on this not so slidey thing, but I don't think it's proper rose petal. I'm not sure. It shuffles well, and I like it. I like it. So this was the Witch's Tarot by Chris Madsen. Actually, if you ever are interested in this deck, Chris was one of not many people, but he gave me this, how do you call it? The affiliate link. So if you ever want to purchase this deck, buy it through my affiliate link, then I get like $3 or something from it. But that's nice of him, you know, not many people do it. What else do I have? Reclaim Oracle. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's a really great oracle. So I hope you guys not like bored to death yet, but there's still many decks. So this is going to be a long video. If you have to go, I'm not going to hold it against you. Just, you know, take it easy. This deck is incredible. I love the art. It's smart. When I mean it's smart in the, you know, reflection of the keyword and the art, it's like really gorgeous. And this deck is like blows punches. So I know, you know how sometimes in our tarot community, people go like, oh, everything, like if you have an oracle deck, it's only positive, all these beautiful, you know, keywords all the time. So this one has a lot of shadow keywords. And if you want to work with it, this blows punches sometimes. You're like, oh, shit, really? Yeah, Natalia says that she got rid of this deck because the keywords were all over the place for you. Yeah, I actually really like it. And I still think the keywords are maybe, you know, it's a unique deck. I don't think we have any deck that has so many, like really nearly 50-50 of those, you know, like strong keywords. And I like that the book that comes with it gives nice description. It's a little bit hard sometimes to read the font because it's like this handwritten font. So sometimes I'm like, what does it say? But yeah, in my opinion, this is a good deck. What else do we have? Santos and Signs by Melissa. She did this, you know, she has the small Santos and Signs, and then she has these. She did the, because she's the lady fucking of creativity. She did the big version, which I actually really dig. I also have some review of it, but the big version looks really cool. So again, this is artist perspective on Santos, right? She did the photos mostly on cemeteries, some like forgotten places. This is not like your saints deck that you just get it and you work with your saints. This is more for creative working with the saints and with the image. And it's not only about the saints, but also about the color, about all these little things. So when you read it, you use your intuition and you connect to all these different images. So if you expect, like, you know, holy card type of deck, this is not this deck, okay? This is the creative version of how you can work with saints. And I love it, right? It's interesting, it's new, it's a bit groundbreaking. And this one, Painted Saints, it has some like all these different images that she found on the walls. So the tiles, you know, on the cemeteries, in the churches, old graffiti walls, and so on. So these are really cool to learn how to use intuition in your readings. And in general, all Melissa's decks are quite great about that. People love Reclaim. Yeah, Pamela says they're really intense at times. Exactly. Patrice, nice to see you. Good to have you. Have a good Zoom call. And then what do we have? Santos and Signs. Oh, this one is cool. Whenever I use it, I'm like, oh God, this is pretty. This is this Lux Ex Ambra tarot. So nice. This is a peep deck though, so if somebody doesn't like peeps, you'll be like, eh. And it has just the star signs for and elements for the court cards, but it has this amazing celestial backs. It's, you know, edged black. I love it. It just, when you pull some cards together, it just makes such a, you know, it's so like beautiful. It's beautiful. The cards are gorgeous. I love it. So these are the elementals. So the green ones are pentacles, the swords, you know, the how they worked with the light. Also, it's really nice. There's cups, swords, the major arcana, gorgeous. It's really, really nice. Yeah, every time I pull it, I'm like, oh, fuck, I just want to use it more. It's really great. So this, I think, comes from France, maybe? I know that on Instagram they are Mystique, but I have the review of this deck on my channel, and there are links to all the artists in the description box. Mystic Healing Oracle. This is from, you know, Lena in the Moon. She's on Instagram as well, and she just has created this oracle herself, and she printed it. There was this version that you get like hand made bag, and there's booklet to it as well that she hand makes, and I love it. And it's that was a gift, so for me that was like a really sweet, you know, we did it together working with Mary, and we were just interested in this divine feminine work, so she did it also inspired by that. And yeah, I love it. It's her original artwork. She just like printed it onto the cards, and it's a cool one. I think it still can be purchased. I'm not sure. It's called Mystic Healing Oracle, Lena in the Moon, and she is on Instagram. So that's very special. And then I have, are you still guys okay? Or should we do it in two parts? So what next? Multidimensional Devas by Sheila Conway. I did get this in 2021. She's done the kind of second part to the Devas deck. Devas of Creation is my, like, really such a amazing deck. I love it. I love the structure of the universe when it starts from the atom and it goes through all these different, you know, like nearly like different bodies of energy stuff. This one, first of all, it has less cards. And this one goes even higher into the dimensions. And I haven't actually used it that often, like I used to use the Devas of Creation, but it has a similar, you know, similar vibe. So you can add it to the other deck if you like this, if you like Sheila's artworks and, you know, her deck, because her Shimmering Veil Tarot, it's still one of my favorite decks. So this, this goes like into the different dimensions. So just, 11 dimensions of creation. That's how she calls it. So that's by Sheila Conway. And we have Lisa de St. Croix has created Borderless Tarot de St. Croix. So if you guys love Tarot de St. Croix and we're always going, fuck, I don't like that orange. Why is it so much orange in this deck? Because I always had a lot of this. I thought so myself, but I so got used to this orange that I keep using the old version. But I have this one as a backup because I love this deck. And I know quite a lot of us love this deck as well. So this is a really great reader as well. And the book is really cute. It's tiny, but it has nice kind of information. And Lisa is an artist, so she's painted all the images herself. It's Isis inspired. There's Hecate. There's quite a lot of different nice symbols in this deck, and it's actually really a great reader for client readings. I really like it. So if anybody wasn't fan of the orange, there is the black borderless version now. Oh, Carissa is listening as she works. Good. Costas. Silas, what's the the Mystic Healing Oracle. Thanks, Carol. And Costa, you've got the name, that's great. Okay, Tarot de St. Croix, thank you. And then what fell down is from Bouchette Tarot, Radiant Crystal Cards. So I don't know if you guys know this Oracle deck. It's from Kerry. She has done Meraki Tarot as well. And Meraki Tarot is not my favorite. As I said, I'm the cutesy artwork, kind of too anime. It's not my style. But these cards with crystals, she actually like hand painted as well. I mean, hand painted, maybe not hand, maybe it's computerized. I don't know. But all these different images of different crystals and different stones. And in the back, you have descriptions of like chakras, astrology, affirmation, and energy of the stone. And, if you like crystals like I do, this is one of the decks that it's kind of cute. That if you like the look of it, it might be something that you want to take a look at. Oh, Saskia, that's true. That's you. Sorry. I'm like, Costas Prefix, what is it? Yeah, I get it, Saskia. I get it now. And then another beautiful gift from Natalia. You guys can't have this deck unless she prints it out for you. I don't know. So this comes with dedication and a special card, which is not a justice card, right, Natalia? Sorry, that's insider's joke. But this is on Marina's Abramovich. Abramovich, that's her name? Marina Abramovich. Natalia, is this her name? Marina Abramovich, yes, no, it's okay. Yeah, Marina Abramovich deck. So Natalia, because she's a genius, she just sat down before her 40th birthday and she just created 40 of these fucking amazing collages based on her inspiration by Marina Abramovich's work. And she just like pooped it out. Sorry, Nat, for the graphic metaphor. And isn't it amazing? Like crazy. And she wrote a book, which, how cool is that? No comment. This is really cool. I wish it was available. I don't know about the, copyrights and stuff, so maybe that's why Nat can't do it, but for private use, amazing. Yeah, people, you guys know Marina Abramovich, yeah. So Natalia just like did it. She just did it. And then what do we have? We have, sorry, I just have to put this up. Portals of Presence. And then Deborah Tove Chapin, you know, she created the soul cards. So she has sent the portals of presence. It's a very, what would I say? I prefer soul cards much more. These are like faces, beings she connected with in different places, you know, in different power spots, in the forest, in different sacred places to her. So she has connected with these beings and with her imagination, and she does this touch drawing. She just, you know, did this, and there's all these different portals of being. So portals of presence. The cards are huge. As I said, I prefer using the soul cards for some reason, maybe because of different colors as well. But sometimes I do use one of these cards. I never use more than one to just see if I connect with this being, because sometimes it's very personal, right? Like for her to connect with this being, but not necessarily like if you receive it, you might not feel that connection, but sometimes I check it out. But the soul cards are amazing and I really, really love them. And then we have, of course, Mysteries of the Black Madonna deck. So this came out in 2021. And I don't know, guys, if you do know, but she's creating the Mary Magdalene deck now. And for me, 2022 probably will be the year of Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. Like they just symbols, you know, they symbols of that unity that like I am looking within, you know, they symbolic of that. And the Black Madonna by Hetien, she has created, of course, Mysteries of Mary deck, and now all these amazing images of different Black Madonnas from all over the globe, including Baba Yaga. And oh, this one, look at this, guys, I have to show you. If you've seen this on Instagram, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to my Instagram, but this is the original artwork of Three of Living Stones. So look how flat that kind of look on the cards, you know, what can you do, right? And how three-dimensional this is. So amazing. I have two of those. I received one as a gift from Hetien because we like got really friendly over the years, and I got I bought one this star. This is my addition. I just bought these earrings because I thought, oh, they fit the Marian style with shell. So these are amazing. This is something different. And last year, I think Hetien sent me the one from Mysteries of Mary, the Strength. And yeah, they're amazing. So just put it up. So this is, you know, this is very special to me. This is something that this is going to last me for years, right? And, you know, this deck has been with me as much as the Mysteries of Mary deck. They've been with me to many sacred places, to many pilgrimages, to many shrines. I always take them with me. Yeah, Black Madonna, and yeah, people write that these are their favorite decks too. Laura, witam serdecznie też. Yeah, I know, really lucky here. Okay, so Mystery of the Black Madonna. And then also, where do I go next? I just go somewhere. I received this Rainforest Wisdom Oracle. I'm not using it very often because this one to me is, I love the green. That's why I agreed to review it. I love the green and I love the art, but it's too, I don't know what I have. Rainforest is so removed from me. Like I don't have much of a connection with these animals. So I thought it would be nice maybe to learn something new about them. But I think because it's so far away removed, and I've never actually been to this, you know, South America or any type of rainforest except for Australian rainforest, but it has its unique fauna and flora, so it's something different. But if somebody has a connection to it, that this is a cute deck and it has this cool green. It's well made. It comes with, you know, with the book. It's actually created by, so it's called Rainforest Wisdom, Listen and Heal, and by Annie Catabriga Allosa or Ayosa, probably Ayosa, Spanish. So that's something, if anybody likes that. And then we going further away. So I got also the Slavic Oracle. I wish it had more cards again. Like me. But it's made by Aniel Reed, and she did this oracles and mediums. So that's what the artwork looks like. You know, I'm enjoying it just because there is not many Slavic oracles out there. This is probably the only one that I have, and I have the what is it? The Wisdom, Cult of Wisdom, this Slavic photographic deck, which artwork is not my favorite, but I like it because it's the only Slavic deck that I have. So I'm waiting for Magdalena's oracle deck. I think it's going to be cool. Wolf of Coins. But this one, you know, I can make do. So Slavic Oracle. And I received also this painted runes. So for people who love runes, Gigi has a friend who has an organization for protection of rainforest wildlife. Yeah, I think also she, you know, she gives some percentage to one of her organization of choice as well from the sale of the deck, which is always cool. So this is the painted runes by Sophie McKnight, and she's done the painted tarot as well, which I still love. It's beautiful. So she has done the rune deck. And for each of the rune, you can see the rune, and this is like her imagery and how she sees or feels, you know, the rune. And out of rune decks, I love her rune deck, and I love the rune deck by Lunaria Gold, the two first decks that I showed you. She also made the Telluric runes. This is a really great deck, and I used it often, and it's really cool. So the painted runes for the rune lovers out there. Okay, that's looking good. We nearly another couple of tens of decks. This is the Ancestor deck. I received it as a gift from Natalia, but this, you know, if you go to Over the Moon Academy to Kristen, she has so many amazing decks that you can print. You can just buy her coffee, support her, and you can print out many different. She's so creative. So this is the Ancestral deck with all these different. I think it's cool for like past life readings, you know, or lineage readings and stuff like this. So different images from different cultures, kind of cool. Lily says that she's so lucky to discover indie decks, originals, and my different approach. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, thank you, Lily. That's nice to hear. You know, I was much more into YouTube at some point when I was younger, when I did more videos and when I was a little bit more interested in YouTube. I still love YouTube the most, I think, out of all the social media channels, because I just can, you know, you can feel my energy, you know who I kind of am, even though there's always some form of projection when you're on video, right? But yeah, it's really, I appreciate YouTube. I think Instagram is much more the show of kind of, on Instagram, I'm just sharing, you know, the cards and so on. So thanks, guys. This one is so cute if we're about ancestors. This is the Future Ancestor Tarot. And it's by Lexa Luna Studio. And Lexa is gorgeous. And she's made this deck. It's on linen paper. And it's kind of like not monochromatic, but it's grays, blue, blacks, and white. And she added this beautiful plant life to it. So different leaves, and her artwork is really sweet. It's kind of like, if I was to choose, this would be like a gentle tarot as well. And it only comes with this little pamphlet, but it's really smart wording. So I'm going to pick one card from this deck for us, and I read from the pamphlet so you know what I'm talking about. So we have Six of Cups. That's so cute. It's just the cutest, sweetest. I love this deck sometimes when I don't want to, handle too much. So Six of Cups, she says here in this little pamphletic thing, your inner child needs you now. Oh, she gives really nice descriptions in the card, like more on the positive twist. Everything has like some hopeful view. So this deck is really, really cute. I love it. Use it for readings as well for clients often, because it's, especially when you see, I always use astrology and tarot together. So when you see in astrology that the client is going through some like rough patch, or it could be quite demanding on their energy, then I think this deck is really sweet. All right, what else do we have? So yeah, this was the only Kickstarter that I did last year. And as I said, I'm not doing Kickstarters as much as I love, to support, and I would love to do that. It's just for European people, it gets so expensive because we end up paying like probably like nearly like a double price for getting all the fees on top of the Kickstarter price. But this was this Cosma Visions Oracle, and as I said in the beginning, I know most of you weren't here probably, but again, cool, all this fun with this gilding now. This is exciting to be in the tarot world these days when you have like so many different decks. But this is about like it's like happens after death and all these different like imaginations of what different archetypes that he uses, and like how we go through death process and what happens later. So it's kind of cool, alongside my interest for sure, but I didn't get into it yet. I can't really say much about it either because I haven't used it, and I had it for a while. I had it in Croatia. I was kind of looking at it, and it didn't grab me yet. So I'm thinking maybe it still will. Who knows? I purchased this Tarot of Mystical Moments, and I like it. I like it. I think it's really cool for imagination, and the artwork. It's smart. It's really great for intuitive reading. So for me, this is one of not many mass market decks that I have. And I know it might be annoying, but I'm just not. Some of mass market decks are really well printed right now. But I, whatever came up, I already had the originals of the indie deck, so I didn't purchase them. But yeah, this one I didn't have, and I think it's a really cool deck. I like the images. It makes me kind of, oh, that'd be a cool story. It would be great for like fable telling, for storytelling, for creative writing, making stuff like this. So yeah, the Oracle is, what was it? The Oracle of Mystical Moments, I think, right? It was printed before this tarot deck came out. And I'm not sure if I got this deck in 2021 or in 2020, but Starseeker Tarot by Nikki. And I like it. It's again one of those kind of sweeter ends of the deck. I like the coloring. It's a little bit different to what I have. It's kind of, some of the cards are pippish, as you can see, and some of them have just a little images added to it. So it's easier for some people to interpret if you don't like just the pure pip decks. But it has nice energy, this deck. And if you know Nikki, she's really lovely. She's doing a lot of readings on Instagram, so you can you can check it out. Yeah, some people have this deck as well. Oh, Blue Crescent, what was it? Fuck, forgot the name. Diane says that took her a while to get into Cosma Visions because you kept it aside until I had a good chunk of time. Yeah. Now you love it. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's why, it's not something that I would give away now, but I know its time will come probably for me as well. And then I also received this Super Lunaris tarot deck for review. And this is a cool reader as well. Some of the artwork is so amazing. Others I'm not so, like, I don't like the kings because the deck is quite modern, but the kings are like, I don't know, with the kings, they kings. But we don't have so many kings these days. So some of the artwork is gorgeous. It like feels like this like watercolor kind of, there's something about it when you have it in real life, you know, you kind of go, oh, that's really nice. It's Rider-Waite-Smith clone, as you can see. Some cards are amazing, in my opinion. Some cards are whatever, but all in one, it's a nice reader if it's just like a simple reader. So if you're not into like all the esoteric or much of the developmental decks, then this is like just a daily readings. It's pretty cool for that. Okay, what else do I have? Oh yeah, Mythologia Phaenica deck. This is really great deck by Susanna Salo, and she's actually doing a giveaway, I think, on her YouTube Instagram channel. I saw Mythologia Phaenica. I did a review of this deck and I linked Susanna's work there as well, but this is for anybody who loves Northern mythology. So I thought I want to learn a little bit, you know, but I also like the artwork, most of it. Some of it also because they're mythological, you know, people or beings, they look a bit crazy, some of them, but some of the artwork is really like poignant and strong. And that comes with, oh, I love this one. It comes with this big, I mean, you can buy it separately, maybe, I'm not sure, sorry, but like it comes with the mythological Phaenica Tarot book, and she describes every story in depth, and you can really learn. And I think tarot in general was at some point really used for learning, you know, this is how knowledge was passed over, how knowledge was kept through the images. So this Mythologia Phaenica Tarot, really cool. And also from this was from Sweden, I think. The other one was from Finland. This is from Sweden, and Outgrow Yourself Oracle. It's so cool. Oh, you have this, Jen, Mythologia Phaenica. Cool. Like, yeah, it's a really nice deck. So this one is this is for you guys. Your voice will guide you. This is the High Priestess. So this deck is based on Thoth, actually, and it has all the keywords that the Thoth deck has. And it doesn't have numbers because it's tarot and oracle mixed together. It's created by what's her name? Linda, but I can't remember the surname. Ekta Speman, or however you pronounce this in Swedish. She did Oracle deck as well, and I love using this deck. I use it often for readings as well. So each card has like a phrase, and each card has a little keyword from Thoth. So if somebody is like, Rider-Waite-Smith, no, then you might like this deck because it has, you know, it's based on the other system that you like. Phaenica, Gigi says the Phaenica is great for working with elemental realm. Yeah, definitely. The only thing about this deck, the box is too small. It fucking annoys the shit out of me. So I'm not keeping it in the box, even though I would want to because it's a cool box. But I have to keep it in the bag. Jesus, we're going on. Oh, Speman means fortune teller. Turid. Oh, cool. Acta means real fortune teller. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Thanks, Turid. So Linda is not Acta Speman, and maybe she is. She is maybe real fortune teller. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, Gigi, you knew it too? Awesome. So that's just me who doesn't know it because I know it now, so that's good. This was a special trade. So somebody, Turid is Norwegian, cool. Somebody offered me this deck for a reading. Somebody just wrote, hey, Kasia, I want a reading from you, and I have this tarot sheet retrieval doddle. for a swap if you're interested. And I thought it's not the handmade deck, but it is the handmade deck. So this person just said, like, any reading? And I'm like, then I wrote her, I'm like, oh my God, I didn't realize it's this handmade deck. Like, do you want another reading? Because I felt like it wasn't a fair trade. This is like fucking amazing. This is like hand painted, hand drawn. And that's by, who made this? Sullivan, yes, Sullivan Hisman from Tarot Sheet Retrieval. This is like, when you feel the handmade deck, when you see like somebody just put all this work to paint this. Oh, this is special. So yes, thank you. That was a lovely swap. That's how I also got friends with my friend Victoria, because she also said like, hey, do you want some decks for a reading? And I'm like, yeah, why not? And then I picked one, and she goes, well, maybe you want some others as well. And I'm like, well, but it's not really like. And then she sent me all the decks. So then we have one more amazing deck, which I know it's going to be like my top for many years, the Red Seeds Tarot. So this is from Linda, the Red Seeds art. And Linda has created the Red Seeds Oracle, 3 parts, right? And then she has this year, after many strange delivery failures, and finally got into our hands this amazing Red Seeds Tarot. And this is based on Eleusinian mystery. So because I'm into this whole dark feminine and goddess lineage, and I'm researching this and just doing a lot of work for the last 2 years on it. So this is totally along my lines, right? So the Red Seeds Tarot with Linda's amazing artwork. Actually, I thought, is it going to be easy to read? Because it's still based on Rider-Waite-Smith, but you totally won't see it this way. The artwork, that's not a clone of Rider-Waite-Smith. It's just using the system. It is actually a really great reader, either if you want to go deep or if you just want to do a daily reading as well. It's possible, if you know Rider-Waite-Smith, you will know how to use it. It's amazing. It comes with a great book as well. You can learn about Eleusinian mysteries. She describes how it was done, how the initiation looked. It's amazing. Red Seed Oracle and Tarot, absolutely amazing. I agree, Kat. I really love it. Saskia likes it too. This is one of my, I don't know, even the oracles, they're so deep, you just get these keywords. Each of the tarot cards gets the keyword. You actually have this really well-made book to it. With, it's so easy to find. The majors have each this, I am like in the oracle style. Look at this strength card. Incredible. And there's a cool spread also. I think I shared it on Instagram at some point, the Inner Temple spread. So for anybody who likes to do some deep inner work, this deck is amazing. All right. Then there is another one from one of my favorite people on Instagram in the world. It's Jessica Zinchuk. I have 3 interviews with Jessica, all about her decks. She creates this Story Medicine Tarot. This one, artwork-wise, it's not my favorite because I'm not a fan of doodles. But it's a Baba Yaga soup deck. And it actually has a really cool... Jessica is a storyteller that actually comes with this rhythm in the deck. It takes a while to get into it, but sometimes I keep pulling them and just checking. And especially the chord cards, I really love how she organized all of it. I did a review of it, so I'm not going to spend a long time on it, but take a look, because it looks weirder than it is, and yet it's still quite weird compared to the other two decks, which I love to bits, my favorite decks ever. This one is a very strange one. I appreciate her liberty to, express her own creative, artistic vision of it. I would prefer the other art style that she used in the previous two decks, but still, I'm so glad I have it, and I'm getting into this deck at times, and I'm going, oh, it's actually interesting. It gives you something different. So yeah, Gigi, you want, yeah, it's really a strange deck. So I'm curious what you guys think, how you get into it, because I think it needs us to get into it. It's like, it's because it's so different. It's so different. And I love anything that is just different. Yeah, Lily, the one with phrases on, you mean the Red Seeds Tarot or this Story Medicine Tarot, the third edition? And then I have, a lot of people wanted this Tarot Droga, this Polish Droga. I say like I'm not Polish. It's called Tarot Droga, actually. It's by Marzena, one of my friends here, and she actually created those, ceramic blocks. And this is the new edition, the second edition of the previous deck. Previous deck was huge, it was like a brick. And each of the major arcana is connected by a way, but it's a pip deck, not a traditional, Marseille deck, but just pip. And yeah, it's also very kind of like, it feels like mythical. She's changed two cards, which I am very disappointed with. I don't like the changed cards. The Chariot kind of I can get along with, but the World card was so much nicer in the original version. But other than that, the deck is great, and if somebody didn't see the original World, maybe they wouldn't even care. So you can see also the review of this deck on my channel. I show it. I love the backs of this like labyrinth. It has this kind of Minoan, old European goddess culture. Like it's really cool. Very kind of shamanic in feel. And then there is this Prairie Majesty Oracle, which I love using. And I think this is being picked up and it's being printed mass market, I think. So I used it a lot in readings. The cards are very simple, but each card has a question, which I like. So let's pick one for us again. What am I cleaning up or converting? It's about digestion, and it's probably vulture because they have very special digestion, these birds. So what am I cleaning up or converting? So it could be about our digestion, what we eat, and etc. It could be about cleaning those old decks. It could be about cleaning the room. But this is a really cool deck to add to your tarot reading, and it's really nice. And then another one that I use all the time in the readings right now is this Poesis Oracle. I love this deck. This is created by Andrea One, poetry by Megan King, because you can go onto their website, poesisoracle.com, and you can read a poem for each of the cards. And graphic design and typography is by Arise. Ouch. Lily, you meant Story Medicine. Okay. Gigi says that when she dies, she wants to get eaten by vulture because then she can become them and fly. Oh, yes. Yes. Well, you have to move to Tibet or somewhere there. So this deck is black and white. Really nice keywords. It's great artwork. It's smart. I always pull 3 cards, and the readings you can do with 3 cards are incredible. So because it reads so well, I keep using it all the time. I start the reading with, like if you get a reading from me, if you have gotten the reading recently, you probably would have had that Poesis Oracle. And then another oracle. See how many oracles I got? I love oracles these days. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love tarot. I would never stop. but I started using a lot more oracles. So this energy archaeology oracle, it's something different totally. It comes with the lady who created it, Ashley. She actually can see the energy in the body, in the bones. So she tried to portray. She didn't do the art. The artwork was done by somebody else, but art was done by Kelly Finnan, and the deck was done by Ashley Stinton. And it's archaeology, energy archaeology oracle, and it's about bones and body. And when you work with this one, it's really cool because it brings you back to the body, but at the same time it's really also about how the energy moves through your body, how it moves through your bones. And the booklet of this deck, it's amazing. It's really a great deck. So also I always use like one card for a client or for myself, like, where do I need to pay attention? So this is really great. We're nearly done, guys. 3 more decks, 4 more decks. Mother Tarot. Who's got this one? It's by Ren what's her name? Ren McMurdo-Brignac. And I thought in the beginning that it's for mothers, but it's actually more like the Mother Earth and just like a creative thing. And the colors of this deck, it's all about... Everybody wants all the decks, like, yeah, guys. This is the colors of this deck is spring, sweet, I don't know, sweets, gummy bears. Such a cool artwork too. And cool emperor, right? That's Empress as well. I just love it. And it, the camera doesn't do it justice. This deck is really amazing. And it's intuitive. It's nice to read because it has really beautiful artwork. I wish these cards, I mean, they, great to shuffle, but I wish they were a little bit bigger because the artwork has a lot of detail and like this fine line. It would be lovely to have just this bigger cards, but it's cute. It's square. You can read it all these different ways. Joe traded Mother Tarot and then my review made her buy it again. That's funny. Gigi, question: do you think the Mother Tarot is better for sacral chakra work or the Red Seeds Tarot? I think Red Seeds Tarot is better. I mean, depending maybe on the person that you are. I always want a bit more kind of, I'm Eastern European, so sometimes I don't like when everything is too sweet. And I think Red Seeds has a nice mix. To me, it would be a bit more serious work. The Mother Tarot is lovely. And I think also for sacral chakra, depending what you need probably for that sacral chakra, because sometimes we need that lightness and sometimes we need a little bit of grounding or a little bit of different type of creative vibe, right? So hard to say without really asking you some more questions, but for me personally, Red Seeds. Yeah, there's more, this is like, I think Ren is queer and there's like, there's all these different body types and different sexual orientations. So this is a cool deck. And then I traded for this one as well, which is this Tarot of the Holy Spectrum. It's Lindsay Mark's husband. They did it. It's kind of very modern, like a comic book a little bit, the artwork, but nice colors. Again, it looks nice. I like the artwork. It's Rider-Waite-Smith, but it's not a clone, so you don't get too like with it. And nice colors, really nicely done. Black, simple backs, edged already. Nowadays, these decks are just amazing. So Tarot of the Holy Spectrum. And this is the second edition when he changed a few cards, but you can still get it, I think. And then from my friend Maxine, I received this Tough Journey oracle. So again, for tough lovers, you guys can take a look at this because it's based on tough cards. It comes with this humongous book, and this is like storytelling book. And then she describes, because it's an oracle of change, so she describes all these different stages of how you change things and how you shift. And the cards are lovely, don't have any borders. It's they edged as well. They're quite thin, but I like it. I don't like too thick cards these days. I just want to use them. So it has, a root of water, for example, or a root of air. And the Hermit. I have a review of this deck as well, so I'm going to slowly wrap that up because I keep talking for an hour and a half non-stop. Okay, so this, and I received, just to finish off, from my dear Victoria, these two Carol Hetzer's decks. And this year, she sent me this tiny little cutie. It's Rider-Waite-Smith, and Carol Hetzer's decks. I love her glitter decks. I love her decks, period. She just makes really amazing decks. So this little cute Rider-Waite-Smith, it's the strong lamination, so some people hate it. It's very plasticky in the hand, but it's such a cool travel companion of mine because it's so tiny and sweet. So yeah, it's really cute. And she always makes her own bags, so you just, and it's Carol Hetzer. I also have some of her decks reviewed in my channel in early days, and they are so shiny because she hand laminates them. They just laminated. They like really plasticky. And then Victoria sent me this Starlight illuminated tarot. This is from 2018, and it's with black borders. You can now have choice without borders. You can choose different bags if you want, and so on. But this is the Starlight, has this darker backs and a lot of stars. So for me, the astrologer, I like the Starlight. I would like to have one without the borders, maybe. And she has the new paper now, which I don't know even how it is, but the regular decks that don't have glitter, they're not that expensive. So only the glitter ones are crazy because they go for like a couple of $100s. But she puts glitter in different colors on them and all this different stuff. So she's put a lot of work, and she repaints stuff. I have two of her glitter decks. One was a gift and one I bought, and they something really special. So it's something different. Okay. Whew. I think I finished, guys. I think I'm finished. That's a lot of talking. Anyway, I think that some of you have come and you have gone, but it was lovely to have you for a while. To those of you that stuck with me to the end, thank you so much. And as I said, 2021, around between 50 and 60 decks. Felt like more. Maybe I haven't written all of them here, so maybe closer to 60, but yeah, that's it. Let's see how 2022 is going to be for us. Yeah, Saskia, nice to connect with you too. Thank you. Thanks for joining in. And thanks, everyone. I see you probably on Instagram and on YouTube soon. And again, if you want to check out our pilgrimage class with Melissa, take a look. I will link the information below. You can have two choices. You can watch two interviews we did like recently, short videos. And Joe, I see you. I see some of you guys, and speak to you soon. Bye.